we're literally sitting about a week out. So a week from today, we'll be in Vegas at the Olympia. We land Wednesday afternoon, pending, excuse me, the flight taking off the right time, because we're actually going to get remnants from Hurricane Irma. So I'm not sure. Hopefully our flight takes off. We land about 4:30 Vegas time. And yeah, I mean, literally, shit, time goes by so fast. So I've literally been off the shots, the TRT shots, for coming up on the 3rd week now. And as far as like physique wise, I mean, this is where I'm sitting at physique wise. I mean, I'm not changing a whole lot. Maybe a little bit softer than I was before, like around this area, which I kind of expected that to happen. But everything else is staying pretty tight everywhere. And okay, you know, I'm happy about that. But it's not really just about my physique. A couple side notes real quick. I noticed I'm colder. I'm not as warm, which I'm not sure if that has to do with the testosterone, the lack of testosterone, if the changing of the seasons, because it's turning into fall here, if it's that. I mean, I don't know. But I am colder than I normally am. And normally when I eat, my metabolism revs up and I get really hot. And it's almost like when I'm on DNP, it was fucking 10 times worse. It's like naturally when I eat, my metabolism rises, and you can see me, you know, as I'm eating, kind of get a little flush. Like I get red when I eat, like my metabolism increases. So I'm noticing kind of maybe a drop in metabolism over the last couple of weeks. And I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I have this like sinus thing going on. I mean, it's not bad, like it's barely noticeable. It almost feels like it might be like some kind of allergy thing. But the reason why I don't think it's an allergy thing is Aaron actually has the cold. It's like a head cold. And last week, the week before, my client Brooks had it, and it came like out of the blue like that. It's like this head cold that you get. It's not a fever, it's just like the sinuses, a little bit of a cough. Some people have a sore throat, and then you don't feel like shit, you just feel off. Like you just feel like a little fatigued. And last week, my client Ken had it. So I know what's going around, and Aaron's parents both had it a couple weeks before that. So I know what's going around, and especially in our area. And when I was on the plane coming back from Arkansas, I can't even be mad at this guy because he was so fucking sick that I actually got to feel bad for him. And the whole fucking plane, the guy that sits next to me is sick as fuck, right? So we sit down on the plane, and the plane's not even taking off yet, and he's coughing. He's like, and I'm in the aisle seat. He's in it's a 2-seater. I'm in the aisle seat. He's in one here, and he's doing this, and his arm's like, he's hacking into his arm, and you can hear the shit rattling in his chest. I'm like, fuck, this guy's sick as fuck. And I'm like, there's nothing I can do. It's a sold-out flight. Like everybody's cramped. The fuck it, whatever. Then he starts to go, and you can hear, I'm like, oh, fuck. He grabs that little bag, and he opens the bag, goes, and you can hear the shit. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I look next to me, there's like another captain, like a pilot who's flying back home or whatever. I looked at him and said, he looked at me, he goes, you know, he's like, shit. I'm like, you want to change seats? He's like, no. I'm like, cool, yeah, whatever. But like, I can't, like I said, I can't even get mad because this guy was so fucking sick that like, I actually feel bad for him. So like, even being next to him, I didn't get, knock on wood, that sickness. You know what I mean? Like, so my immune system's still all right, but whatever the fuck this thing that's going around here, it's hard to fight off. But again, even getting what I have from everyone around me, I don't have it as bad as Aaron has it. I don't have it as bad as Ken had it. I don't have it as bad as Brooks has it. Like, I feel like my body is still able to fight it off to a degree where it's almost barely noticeable. Like, you know, 1% barely noticeable. Like my fucking, it's just a little bit hard to breathe over here, and I feel actually physically okay. But I noticed when I got home last night, training my clients, I sat on the couch, and I was like talking to Aaron, and I just fucking fell asleep. Like I just went to sleep. Like I felt that drained. So that's what's going on there. So I mean, we'll do legs today. We're gonna actually do a different leg. Let's show the legs actually here. So I think a lot of people bust my balls about my legs, but they're maintaining too. Like I think that honestly, when you come off of any type of steroids, for me anyways, for me personally, when you come off of any type of steroids, the shoulders, I feel like go down like right away. Like my chest stays, my traps stay, my arms stay, my legs stay, my hamstrings go down, and my shoulders go down. So I feel like a natural physique for me is kind of unbalanced because my arms are bigger, my chest is bigger. You know, my waist always stays pretty tight. You know, I never really blow out my waist. But when your shoulders start to shrink, it gives you the appearance of looking a little narrower and less wide. So like your taper kind of changes. And my back, of course, I feel like the back goes away quickly too. Like I noticed that, you know, down here, it just doesn't stick out as much where my lats were. Like everything kind of shrinks up a little bit, but it's still fairly symmetrical. Like if I'm walking down the street, I don't look like a fucking freak show that, you know, is all fucking body parts stuck together. It still flows, and I think that's my genetic bone structure that keeps it like that. So today we're gonna hit legs. We're gonna do the stability leg workout today. So a couple weeks ago or last week I did my regular leg workout that I do at Export Fitness. I'm gonna go to Rockville Fitness today and train and show you my stability workout. And the reason why I'm doing the stability stuff is as I'm getting you know, older, and I'm 41 now, so I'm not old, but I'm getting older. I watch the people that are 50, 55, 60 are in the gym that I'm watching having a hard time being mobile and getting around. And I'm like, look, I want to maintain my physique, but I also want to be mobile, flexible. You know, I want to be more fit, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't want to have to be that guy who's 50. And I have a problem with my hip. Like, it doesn't rotate properly. I have to fucking get it put back into place at the chiro. So, like, it causes pain. And I'm like, fuck, if I'm 41, I need to stay on top of that, stay on top of stretching, stay on top of the stability work. Like, I want to be able to stand on one leg. And, like, right now, you can't see this, but I'm actually got my foot in my hand. And be able to do stuff like put my shoes on standing up and stuff and not be one of those people like has to sit down and fucking get the shoehorn on the stick and all that bullshit like that. So we're going to do that. And yeah, that's going to be our day. So we got to get moving, guys. 199 pounds on the button today. So my weight is not fluctuating very much. And, you know, strength-wise, I'm not pushing it in the gym for strength. So I don't really know, although I still feel pretty good. So we'll see, guys. This is going to be week number 3 off the TRT. And I am feeling shit, but it's not what everybody thought it would be. It's something that I've been kind of doing since I talked to Dorian Yates about it about a month ago at Super League is I'm not vegan. I'm not being vegan. I'm not going to be vegan as far as I know. If I ever decided that I wanted to be vegan, it would be one of those things where I don't really fight the urge to do what I feel is right. If I feel it's not like, well, I don't want to be a stupid vegan. It's like if I felt like I should be full vegan, I would go full vegan. Now, that being said, I was talking to Dorian a lot about plant-based diets, and Dorian had a good take on it that I felt like it could benefit me, where he said the research is there where the plant-based diets, not a full plant diet, but plant-based diets, can help health and longevity-wise, and that's what he's doing. So the more discussion we had about it, and I said, so you're vegan? He said, no. I said, are you vegetarian? He said, no. He goes, because I have maybe chicken every day or fish, or if I feel like, he said, I don't really eat like red meat, but because if I feel like having something, I'll fucking have it. I don't want to label myself as something. I was like, that's kind of interesting. So not a pescatarian, not a flexitarian like the Hodge twins call it, but you know, just a plant-based diet. So I actually found this at the fucking store. It's vegan tuna. Okay, I didn't know this shit existed. So I was like, let me give it a shot. First of all, I haven't used a fucking can opener in fucking ages. Let me give it a shot and see what the fuck this is all about, because if I am doing more plant-based stuff, which is, you know, kind of the goal right now, so I'll have like maybe 1 to 2 pieces of like, you know, I have chicken, there's a little bit of whey protein in the nutrition solution pancakes, you know, stuff like that. But if I'm having protein shakes and stuff, the protein now is Alpha Vegan, which it's actually out of stock. I'm having a hard time getting it, but I'm So Alpha Alpha Vegan, which I've been using, Micro Sheets Company. I've been using it for a while, and that's pretty much the only protein source other than the foods that I'm eating. So I cut out whey protein for now, just to see what happens. But let's see what this shit tastes like. To be honest with you, it doesn't. It looks like fucking pate. Like it looks like it smells a little weird. It's packed with some kind of oil too. It looks like dog food, right? Ready to get out. I wouldn't say it's bad. It's salty as fuck. So it has a salty taste like fish, but and the texture is more like a like it doesn't scream tuna at me. But I'll tell you what, I don't even know if I could eat this whole can, to be honest with you, because it's very, very rich. But right, you got it. I dropped the piece on the floor. Where are you trying to eat it? Fuck, it's doable. I could definitely throw this in like a, yeah, I could throw this in some rice and make a complete meal out of it. Vegan seafood, huh? Well, fucking, that's interesting.
to Whole Foods?
These things are very tough for me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have actually Ani demonstrate on how to actually do it. Can you do it all the way down? Like a full pussy pot, yeah? I was using because I'm tall.
That's what the short people do. That's what the short people do.
Oh shit, you lay down? I don't know if I can do that. Well actually, I can't even do the one sitting on the fucking bench while I'm laying down. What the fuck?
What?
So what is it called? A pistol squat? Yeah, what's the lay down part? Is it like a Turkish get up or it's just like a sit up?
It's kind of a Turkish get up, but it's not a sit up. You know, a lot of people come up here and try to sit back here.
Okay, that's the goal. By next week I should be able to do it, right?
Of course, you gotta shorten up a little.
You sure? I gotta shrink.
You gotta shrink.
How long do you get for lunch? They only get 45 at WW. Let's go down.
problem with a lot of the bodybuilding training is, you notice I can do these, but not very efficient at them. And I'm a fairly athletic guy. Naturally, I'm pretty athletic. And I lost some of that athleticism through the years of doing squats and leg presses and not focusing on any of this shit, not focusing on movement prep. And you get really good at moving weight, right? You can do a squat with like fucking 500 pounds. You can do a leg press with 1,500. I think there's a video of me up doing leg press with something like 1,700 pounds, like 12 reps or something. You get efficient doing that, but you can't, you know, these guys, bodybuilders, these strong guys, you know, fucking will be walking up a flight of stairs, you know, miss a step, tear their fucking quad, or they're walking to the car, they, you know, slip a little bit on the ice, tear their quad. You know, I can't tell how many times I've slipped and braced myself, caught myself because I wasn't that big like those guys. But if you're not training and doing some of this stuff consistently, you lose that. You lose mobility, you lose functionality or functional ability or whatever you want to call it. You lose that as a bodybuilder. And now here I am at 41, and luckily I still have enough of it to be okay. But now it's like my new challenge is to try to increase that stability, flexibility, that that solidness, that like that ability to you know, not the stability, you know, to not be unstable when you're doing like day-to-day normal things. And you know, it's different to change your training from that to for what I used to do to this, like this, the Bosu ball. It's kind of hard to squat on that fucking thing, right? These one-legged things on the floor, it's hard, you know. A guy that's 200 pounds, you know, that hasn't been doing this stuff for a while, it's hard to do. But I mean, now you know, the choices are to become less and less mobile over time, or deal with it and do something about it. I'm not gonna sit around and just fucking wither away. I'm gonna fucking do something about it.